What's going on YouTube? This is Shy Guy 5x5 coming at you loud and clear. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded on this channel, and I'm sorry for that. A lot's been going on. Maybe I'll go into further detail on that on another video at another time. But I really wanted to make this video today just to give you guys an update where I'm at in my weight loss journey, really where I'm at, what my focus on to move forward just with my life in general. And ultimately, like I said, the purpose of me starting this is to document that journey and hopefully help somebody else who's looking to start their own weight loss journey. Um, Recently, though, I started looking into statistics when it comes to people who are morbidly obese, also to statistics of people who successfully, make any kind of meaningful weight loss. And I'm not gonna lie, found some pretty depressing statistics. Uh, the first one that I came across was going to be found on the National Institutes of Health.gov website. It's a study from 2015 that was conducted in the UK, and the study comes to show that people who are obese, only 5% of those people make any kind of meaningful weight loss. When you get to the point of morbidly obese, which is a BMI of 40, your chances go even lower, as low as 1%. And I've even seen some other smaller studies on other sites that show that it can go below 1% success rate. So what does that mean for me? It means I got a long way to go. Uh, this is a very serious fight. Uh, more Being morbidly obese, I realized that this is not a game. This is not something that's going to be, oh, I'm just going to make some goals and just say, hey, everything's going to be fine. No, this is going to be rewiring my very thought process, my habits, everything to the very minor detail to achieve this. And I want to let you guys know I've made some really good strides in that department, and I'll go into further detail on that in a second here. But just you know, again, the reason why I want to do this channel is obesity is one of the number one killers in the United States today. And with studies showing that only 5% of people who are just obese, not morbidly obese, making any kind of meaningful weight change without surgery or without any kind of medication, it's sobering. It makes you realize that this is a very serious epidemic that we're facing as a culture, as a nation, and it's not just in the United States, it's worldwide. Like I said, the study was in the UK. Um, I really want to try to use this to document for myself and let this be just a video diary of moving forward for myself to see the progress I've made. But like I said, I really want people to see this. If my actions can help just one person, that's then this is worth it to me. If I can see that, I know this is far long shot, but if I can see that percentage go up 1%, then that's worth it to me. And one of the things that really have changed in my mindset moving forward is I've gotten serious about my faith again, and I uh, I realize I need to by getting back into my prayer life, reading the Word of God, and just staying focused on putting my life in the perfect will of what God has called for me to be. I've really started looking at my life on a lot of different, being self-reflective in a lot of different areas and a lot of different ways. Um, I dealt with self-hatred and self-loathing for such a long time, and by one of the most supernatural things I think I've ever experienced, I'm delivered from that. And you know, I would self-sabotage myself so much, constantly thinking you're just gonna make the same mistakes. You're gonna fall and do the same thing you always do. Why are you even trying? Oh, you think that's progress? Oh yeah, no, you're not making any progress at all. Like these were constant thoughts in my head. There were days where I would stare in the mirror, stare daggers at myself, thinking thoughts that I'm not going to share with people because I just don't want to share that. But it was rough. And I started a couple of months ago, I started getting back on the really getting serious about this weight loss again. I know I started this 8 months ago talking about making weight loss, and I completely disappeared after making just 3 videos. But no, this recently, 2 months ago, I made a conscious effort to one, get my life right with God again, and two, to be deadly serious about this weight loss journey. Since then, I've made 4 non-negotiables in my mind. The first of which was, I know this may seem like too much information, but no more pornography. It was worthless. It didn't do me any good. It served no purpose and was keeping me from being in God's will and being, it was a means for me to continue to seek comfort. And comfort, it's that continuous seeking of comfort that really got me to where I'm at today. So that had to go. Secondly, I had to reestablish a prayer life and time reading my Bible daily. Uh, it's non-negotiable. And four is 10 minutes of physical activity every day. Now, I've been watching some fitness videos and I'm looking to up that to possibly 20 minutes. Coach Greg Doucette is a fitness instructor that has a YouTube channel, and he really pushes that you should be doing 20 minutes of cardio a day. That's a little rough for me right now, especially with the arthritis in my back and my right knee being what it is right now, but I'm going to push to get there. Just today, I pushed myself to walk almost make my walking course a third longer than what it normally has, and I plan on going walking again today, this evening before I go to bed. So I'm definitely going to make the strides to do that. But those 4 non-negotiables were the first steps for me to get my life back on track. And for me to achieve those goals, I had to seriously rethink everything that I was doing day to day. And it wasn't just about the goals. Look, the goals were, okay, that's where I want to go. That's where I really want to be. But the most important thing for me to achieve those goals was putting in the systems in place to achieve that. So for me, it was putting in guardrails whenever I would want to stress eat, whenever I would want to look at porn, whenever I would want to do those things, just crave for something to bring me some kind of form of comfort or a dopamine hit. It was when I was at my lowest feeling low. It was when I was really feeling down on myself, when I was really feeling tired and exhausted. And so for me, it was all about putting in guardrails, putting in safeguards to prevent me from getting to that point. So that means, one, sticking to a sleep schedule. I've been, for the most part, I'm not saying I've been perfect on it, but I've been doing a lot better on this. Waking up anywhere between 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning and going to bed no later than 11:30 at night. There's no reason for me to be a night owl. So, sticking to that sleep schedule has helped me with my mental fatigue. One, cutting out sugar. I've stopped. That's actually a new non-negotiable for me. I'm not eating any sweets. I'm not drinking any sodas. I'm not eating any candies or anything like that. I still have carbs. I'm still doing a light amount of carbs, but uh, I cut those out completely. The other day, a friend of mine came over and he brought over an 8-pack of miniature Kit Kats for us to snack on while we watched some shows, and the next day I felt like garbage for eating just 4 miniature Kit Kats. So yeah, no, I got done with that. For me, it was all about to stop stress eating and to stop seeking constant comfort. It was about putting in the guardrails and the systems and changing the habits that gave me the best opportunity to not get in the mindset of when I was at my weakest. It's a willpower game, totally for me. And so I picked up a book, YouTuber that I've been following called Ruslan KD. He really recommended a book called Atomic Habits. I highly recommend anybody who's looking to change their lifestyle and looking to make healthier lifestyle choices to definitely read that book. It's got really great insight on how to achieve. The core principle of the book is to improve your day-to-day routine just 1%. And if you continue to do that throughout the year, that 1% each day is going to turn into huge gains and huge changes in your life. And that's my focus right now. And for me, it was building, like I said, building those guardrails to prevent myself from reaching out for comfort, from reaching out to stress eating, from reaching out to porn, from reaching out to just vegging out in front of my TV watching garbage YouTube content, which, I mean, we're all probably guilty of to some extent. But, you know, to not constantly seek comfort when I'm down, you know. Two, I mean, the second process of beating those habits was replacing it with better habits. It's why I'm reading my word every day. I'm praying every day. You know, I'm dedicating anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour every day to those two things. And, you know, in the process, for me, getting out there doing, it started off for me just doing squats and wall push-ups in the door frame to my bathroom, you know, pushing up off of that just to start in the process of getting physically active, doing that for 10 minutes a day. And now every day I'm walking at least 10 minutes outside. My my legs are killing me and my back's starting to give me a little bit of problems, but I'm not, I mean, it's a non-negotiable. This is something I have to do if I'm going to achieve this. And so, you know, I've made considerable progress. I feel like I've lost some weight, but I'm not doing this to lose weight. I'm doing this to build core strength to where I can get back in a gym. I can do the things, start making the steps and getting back into just letting you know a little bit what's going on. I'm without a job. And so, you know, getting healthy enough to where I can get back in the workforce and not do work from home, because working from home really just set up all kinds of bad habits for me for the last 2 years. So if I can find a job that's not working from home and I can get myself physically to where I can do it, then that's my goal. But you know, those four non-negotiable things were the things that I've had to do, and I'm going to continue to do moving forward. You know, I'm right now in this almost I'm a month and a half in, going in. I mean, about to make 2 months looking at any kind of porn. I'm, you know, I've all but stopped doing stress eating. Well, that's largely because I'm broke, but hey, I've learned how to budget and I've learned how to not eat because I don't have money to eat and gorge out and order out all the time. Yeah, my previous video was like, oh, I gotta stop using DoorDash. Well, I don't have money for DoorDash, so, and haven't had money for DoorDash for quite a while, so that kind of helped me. So that's a blessing in disguise. But yeah, you know, just changing, like I said, putting up the guardrails to prevent myself to do that, as I have seen success. And it's about changing small habits and changing small routines. Simple, you know, as simply as, you know, my feet were getting to a point they were so swollen I could barely walk. I couldn't fit my shoes on my feet most of the time. And to stop that, I just put on my shoes as soon as I woke up. And I've cut back drastically on sodium intake. Like, I'm not eating nearly as much sodium as I was. But now my feet rare, even if I don't wear my shoes for half the day, my feet don't get swollen, which thank God, because I was scared to death for that for a second. But, you know, it's small changes like that. You know, right now I'm adding 3 new non-negotiables to my list of goals that I want to do right now. One, I've already told you, no more sugar, no more sweets, no more eat like any excess sugar. It's off the table for me. Um, four, five, I mean, that's five. Six is going to be no me getting back in the routine of having more regular hygiene, staying shaven. You know, me taking a shower. I mean, at one point, I know this may be too much information, but taking a shower was one of the most painful things I could do. And I'm now back in the routine of being able to shower pretty regularly now. And, you know, getting up, I couldn't even stand for more than 3 minutes without my back feeling like it was going to give in, you know. So doing something as simple as brushing my teeth was painful. So getting back in the routine of having routine of having a good hygiene is one of those. new goals for me. And then finally, number 7, doing the YouTube thing. Oh, which I've already, I mean, I failed pretty miserably with the last attempt. I only did these last 3, I mean, did 3 videos and then I just quit. But no, I really want to pursue this. And I now have more purpose and more of a defined reason for me to do this. I'm not doing this for ego. I'm not doing this to get clicks. I mean, yeah, sure, it's going to be nice if I can turn this into a living. I'm not going to lie about that. But my main purpose for this is, 1, to be a diary for my journey moving forward, and 2, to, like I said, just help even just one person. Because obesity is an epidemic that needs to be stopped. And it's going to take people standing up, and it's going to take people finally making steps forward to do it. It's not easy. I got a long road ahead of me, but I'm going to do it. So 5%. Actually, like I said, recent studies are showing that it's 1%, or even as low as I saw as low as 0.8%. I say bet. I'm going to do this. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. If you like what you've seen in this video, please give me a like. I would greatly appreciate you guys subscribing and hitting a notification bell. I am going to get this more regularly. At the very least, I'm going to do weekly videos. I'm even considering doing at least maybe 2 videos a week. But at the very least, you will see at least a weekly video from me on this channel. And thank you again, and God bless you guys. Shy Guy 5x5.